Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Each episode is a separate, complete adventure, so you can listen to them in any order. We are joined by Borb.
Hello, I am a level 16 Minotaur Barbarian. I have a large axe on my back and civilian clothing. Feels weird.
Runt.
Hello, I am Runt. I am a level 16, a monk trained in the way of the hand. I am 7'2" bugbear with braided beards and braided hair, and has a bow staff with a bunch of knickknacks and baubles tied to the end of it. And he also has a cloak that covers most of his face that he sometimes puts up when he's in town because he scares people.
Adrien.
Hi, I'm a 324 aged young elf. I am 5'11", about 85 pounds, and my beard goes down to my knees.
You are all in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted.
Borb is drinking water at the bar right now.
Borb, are you sick? Why are you not drinking ale?
Me no, I don't want to destroy place.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Last bar I was in, bad thing. Very bad thing.
It's okay, I'm drinking his for him.
Better take it easy, old man.
Who you call? Oh yeah, me. Never mind.
Well, let's go see what we have for work.
I'll wait here. By the time you get back, I'll be finally standing up.
Okay. And I just kind of get within 15 feet of the board, Actually, no. I walk up to the board and I just start perusing all the postings.
You see a big yellow flyer that's covering all of the other flyers, and it has triangles on the four corners with exclamation marks in them.
Someone really wants our attention.
It was posted by Nulisag, and it says like attention and danger across the four edges of it.
Well,
That's the boss. You want to look at that one.
It has my attention. It says danger. I take it off the board and look at it further.
Okay, you actually can't. It's like perma-attached. It covers the rest of the job flyers. And it says, posted by Nulisag. My cousin's niece, Mo Comrie, has a bit of the sight. She foresaw a golden ash key land above Guasseau and touch down in Rhett's Wood. If you don't want trouble, now's a good time to take the family on a vacation to Gishope. But if you're looking for excitement, head on over to Rhett's Wood. It's illegal to remove any keys from a golden ash, but if you smuggle me a few without getting caught, there's 100,000 gold in it for you.
So Nulisag is sending us to rob the place. That's like completely opposite of the Nulisag that I know.
Well, it's not like we can look at the other jobs. This one's kind of a bully. We can't even take it down. I think we should probably do this one. What type of person is this Nulisag?
Oh, you know Nulisag. Nulisag hired you. Nulisag, you can tell that this flyer is intended to warn people to get out of town if they're not up for a fight.
Yep.
Borb takes a look at the flyer. Ooh, fight.
That's the word he can read.
Danger? What that word mean?
Danger means people will run away from it. We run towards it.
So, Borb danger?
Yes, two people who are on the other end of this axe.
I like that word.
I will teach you to spell it sometime. It sounds like someone needs help.
Yeah.
A little... Yes.
Borb is trying to work out the amount of gold that was just offered for the ash key on his fingers.
A lot. You need a lot more fingers. And you'd have to borrow fingers from everyone at the bar and probably this town. It is a lot.
Was that per key or for all the keys?
Do you want me to read the flyer again?
Yep.
Okay, I'll read the flyer again. Posted by Nulisag. My cousin's niece, Mo Comrie, has a bit of the sight. She foresaw a golden ash key land above Guaso, which you know is the country that you live in, and touch down in Rhett's Wood, which you know is the wood right to the west of the city of Nikamoy. If you don't want trouble, now is a good time to take the family on a vacation to Jishop, which you know is the port city several days travel west by foot. You know, you can take a Shinkansen there pretty fast, but it's real far away. But if you're looking for excitement, head on over to Retswood. It's illegal to remove any keys from a golden ash, but if you smuggled me a few without getting caught, there's 100,000 gold in it for you.
So he wants a few keys for 100K. So if we bring him like 2 or 3 fews, is that like 200 or 300K?
I think it's 100K period, but I don't think that's really an issue for me.
We could negotiate later. Let's get all the keys.
I like this idea. I have plans things I can do with that much money. I can help so many orphans and rocks.
Yeah, me like idea. Yeah.
Even better, orphan rocks.
Me like idea.
What did you say?
I think good idea. Get money. Lots of money.
Yes. I say we go to this Restwood.
Retwood, yeah.
Redwood. We move forward with our investigation we now have a task to do. And let's...
Adrien starts getting up. Give me 10 minutes,
I
guys.
pick him up, put him on my shoulder. Choo choo.
So at least we won't have. At least we not have travel far this time.
No, don't believe it's only like how many days away is it? It's just in the same.
Rhett's Wood is just outside of town.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Couple hours by the windy streets.
Yep.
All right. I say let's go. We're just burning daylight here in the taverns.
So tell me what you all do.
I guess we walk.
I'm gonna gather my things, my staff, and walk towards the woods.
How fast is your character?
My character is... Here he is. He's got a speed of 55.
So 55. Running speed is 220 feet. Borb clicks his hoof coverings together, technically boots, and starts booking it for Rhett Woods.
Oh, a race!
We're about even in terms of speed with my boots of speed. So,
Adrien, how do you react to your friends dashing out the door and leaving a cloud of dust in their wake?
He's being carried by Runt, so...
I have him on my shoulders.
Oh gosh. You're just attached. You're along for the ride.
Kind of like this.
Well, Adrien looks down, goes, "Do you want me to use my energy reserves now and race you, or save? You know how this works. We've done this before."
You're on, old man. And I put him down. Put him down for a minute.
Okay. Then all of a sudden you see wings sprout from his back, and he takes to the air, moving 80 feet per turn. Straight line to the woods.
Cheater! I run at top speed.
All right.
He gave you the option.
Borb sees
About
these wings and unfolds his own cape and takes to the air right behind you.
How many feet are your wings?
I can move up to my run speed, or walk or run speed, so that's 80 feet maximum, so.
Oh, man. So the person who started running, right? Was it Runt who started running?
Yes.
Gets left in the dust by your friends. But they never truly get out of sight. And about a half an hour later, with all of you having sprinted here and flown, you zoom past the houses and the shops of the city of Nicomoy, past the residential areas, past the farmers' fields, and arrive at Rhett's Wood. There are trees all around you. The traffic has really thinned out. You went from rush hour outside the guild to now there's hardly a carriage on the dirt road. You're surrounded by trees.
Borb
What do you do?
lands on the ground and folds back up his cloak. Good race.
Adrien lands on Borb's shoulders, folds his wings back up. And I'm spent for a while.
Cheaters. Are these keys magical by any chance?
What kind of skill check would you do to find out?
That's why I'm asking other people, because I'm not good at it.
Depend, are they magical? I mean, are they natural or are they something else?
Well, you would have to use a skill, such as nature or arcana, and roll in it, and then I would tell you an answer based on the number that you rolled and the skill that you were using.
Alright, I'm gonna do a nature check. It's gonna fail miserably.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot too.
I'll try Arcana, but I get -1 in all those skills, so it doesn't matter.
I got an ugly 20.
In?
Nature.
Okay. You know that this is not a naturally occurring phenomenon, but since you got a 20, you do know about ash trees.
It's not a natural 20, it's just a total of 20.
Okay, well, since you got a 20, you do know about ash trees. They are a type of tree that I guess if you guys want to Google image search what that looks like, you are aware of that image. So that's what an ash tree is in nature, and they're not golden, they're green. What did Runt get?
12.
In nature?
Yes.
You're aware that there is such a thing as an ash tree. You're not aware of how it's worth 100,000 gold. That part's a mystery. And then, Adrien?
A 9 in Arcana.
Okay, you're thinking that it would take some magic for a tree to be worth 100,000 gold.
That was the decision I had already come to before rolling a 9.
That's what a 9 gets ya.
Yep, sounds about right.
So you're all standing amidst a bunch of trees. With your 20, Borb, you know that there aren't any ash trees around you. These are pine trees and maple trees and oak trees, some birch trees, but no ash trees.
Me no see ash trees around.
Runt, can you ask your rock friends to lend a rocky appendage to finding these trees?
I can ask them. I'm not certain how much help they would be, because I can ask the native rocks.
Me have idea.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Beast Walker ability. Spirit Walker ability, that's it. Once per day I can summon a nature spirit that I can ask questions to.
All right, what kind of spirit are you summoning? How many questions do you get to ask? And can I answer in yes and no or in sentences?
A bear, and it doesn't say. It just says summon a nature spirit based on your totem to you can ask questions to. That's basically the
All right, I'll give you 3 questions and 2 yes or no questions in addition.
Okay. I summon the bear spirit. So
this is a familiar friend to you. The pink, smoky panda bear of the mountain outside of the mines north of town that you've been to before, back when you went to Vermilion, mining city.
It's Thule!
Thule reappears. Thule's your friend, and Thule can travel a bit because it's a spirit bear. Thule, the very, very large panda bear, who has a gaping wound in his side, like a knife wound in his side, but it's no longer bleeding. It's not oozing any fresh blood. It looks kind of like a scar at this point, like a cavity.
Sorry, friend. My Borb knows exactly what caused that wound.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's healing is a good sign. Alright. So we're looking for a golden ash. Okay. Friend, is there a golden ash tree in these woods?
Thule, the massive panda bear with the pink smoke, gently wafting off of it, comes to you and nuzzles you with its panda cheek because it's adorable.
Okay, yeah.
And then sits back on his haunches and eats some spirit bamboo. It's like snapping sugarcane. And then he will point, just with the first question, if you want directions, he's going to point as the crow flies straight to it, because you helped him out quite a bit. As Panda Bear nods at you and points with the Panda Bear bamboo stick over there. You have 4 more questions. 2 long form and 2 yes or no.
That's basically answers the information that I needed, so...
All right.
I scratched the panda on the top of its head. Thank you, friend.
It gives you some bamboo, because that's how it expresses love.
Okay.
Ask it how to retrieve the keys if you got these many questions.
Okay.
I think Thule can only hear Borb.
Yep.
We are looking for golden ash key. Where is it?
The Panda Bear, if the DM was better at this, would say a very excellent rhyming answer about how it is not where, but when. Because for everything there is a season, for everything there is a time, and keys are a fruit that ripen in the fall, after maturity, and then they themselves helicopter down from the heights.
What season is this, by the way?
Late summer, early autumn.
Okay.
But the Panda Bear can elaborate that magical things sometimes grow at their own pace.
They're supposed to drop. It's supposed to drop today. Or it may not. We don't know actually the date it's supposed to drop, do we? I relayed this information to the others. It hadn't dropped yet, but don't know when it's supposed to drop. No, it's supposed to be soon, but they drop when they drop.
You got yes or no questions left, right?
Yes. Actually, I have one
Maybe
long
ask
form
it-
and 2 short. Yes or no.
Ask it if it will drop within a week.
Will the key drop within a week, at least?
The Panda Bear says yes and gives you Panda High Five.
Panda high five.
Yeah, with claws.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. I think that'll be enough for now.
The Panda Bear leaves much spirit bamboo all around you as it poofs back to the spirit world.
I collect some of the bamboo. Who knows?
You have spirit bamboo. and Thule waves goodbye.
Okay. Good panda friend.
And aren't you glad
Well, I
you
was
didn't
expect-
waste the questions?
I was not expecting to see that. I was expecting to see Thule again. But cool.
Yep, anytime you need him. You saved Thule's spirit life. ? So you and him are friends.
Yep, he even gave me a cool ring, too. My character shows the black and white ring
Mhm.
that he received from Thule. That's the only reason I remembered the bear's name, is because I have it marked down as
Yeah.
Thule's ring.
Yeah.
Pretty ring.
Onward!
Yep.
You're all walking through the woods. What skill would you use to determine your ability to follow Thule's pointed directions?
Survival, I guess.
All right, everybody, please roll a survival check. Can you survive in these woods?
Ugly 20.
I have a better chance at a nature roll.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 7.
Wow, you guys are happy that Borb is here, aren't you? Because Borb leads you down the right path.
Thank you.
And takes you all the way there. I'm going to just, you guys make it because you have magic spirit panda help. So you make it all the way to a 40-foot high chain link fence has been erected in a vast perimeter. A large sign says, "Danger, magical abnormality."
Just throw me over it, Borb.
Okay.
Borb, make a strength check to throw Adrien, the old man elf, 40 feet in the air.
That's going to be interesting. Okay, got a strength check with advantage. That is a 28.
Holy cow. Adrien, you are going real high up in the air. He lands you perfectly above, like really good aim, you know? You were going to go over that fence. You were. But as you enter the space above the fence, you encounter a solid barrier as if this extended up into the sky beyond the visible fence. Adrien, please do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, crap.
Good aim, though, Borb. Good throw, good aim, but then...
11.
Oh, okay. The angle at which you hit that invisible barrier is not conducive to joints, and you take... Oh, gosh. You take 40 bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry, rolled a nat 20 on the what bad thing happens to you. 40 bludgeoning damage as you smack into the invisible barrier above the fence so fast and so hard. So, Borb, really good throw. He's going to go right over that fence.
Well, that's what happens when I have a 10 to strength check, so...
28, yeah.
As my feather fall kicks in and I just drift down very slowly with a dazed look on my face, I land on the ground, look up at Borb. What the hell just happened?
You hit.
Ow!
It looks like the air hit you back.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Okay. Looked like we know able to go over a fence.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Maybe through the fence?
Tell you what, you try that. I'm not.
I mean, Borb could just throw you again. I mean, I can. But you're right. I slapped him on the back. You stay here.
And you slap him on the back, he goes face first into the fence.
Oh, he's 324 years old.
85 pounds.
For an elf, that's still middle age.
No, I'm pretty sure it's towards the end.
Yeah. He doesn't have much left. Especially not if he goes face first into walls.
Runt is going to go up to the fence and, I don't know, try to, try to see if there's any way, he's going to follow the fence and try to see where there's an entrance.
All right, roll a perception check. Or some kind of, you can justify this with investigation, depending on what you're doing.
Investigation, let's see, perception is a +3, so I'll go with that, 17.
For which one?
That's for investigation.
Okay, all right, so Runt is inspecting the fence closely. Runt, you find a dead tree with a large rock at its base.
Dead tree with a large rock at its base?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like by the fence sort of thing?
Yeah, the dead tree is immediately in front of the chain link fence. It looks like some of its dead tree branches are going through the chain link entryways of the fence. The diamond-shaped holes in the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borg, help me push this.
Okay.
And we try to push the tree over.
Okay, both of you make a wisdom saving roll.
I'm good with these.
I'm not.
Nat 20.
2.
With a 2, Borb, you don't notice that the tree is an illusion, and you push it real hard, and you fall on your face, as if like you went to push, there was nothing there to push, and you just kind of fell over. So,
Where'd tree go?
Ha ha ha.
Runt notices it's an illusion, and you do not fall over. But the tree is not real.
Next time, just run right through it as hard as you can. Then you'll know my pain.
I think we,
You want me to throw you a wall barrier again?
So I'm just gonna kind of like keep putting my hand through the tree. Like, just kind of like, why would they do this? I just walk through. It doesn't, for him, it doesn't make sense as to why this part would just be illusional.
Runt paces to the left and to the right along the very real fence back and forth in front of the large boulder.
Wait, is the boulder an illusion too?
The boulder is real.
I'm gonna pick up the boulder.
Strength check. It's a boulder.
26.
Okay. You struggle and you strain, and some muscles like bulge, and there's a vein poking out of your, I guess, temple. I don't know. Picture a person lifting up a car, struggling that hard. But you do have the boulder above your head. You lifted it. Runt, you can hear the boulder going, "Oh my god, what is going on?"
Hey, put him down. Or her.
I'm gonna throw the boulder at the fence.
Puts him down very quickly at the fence. The boulder goes, ah! Poof. And the chain link fence, like a trampoline, reflects the boulder back a few extra feet. So now there's some distance between the boulder and the fence now. And it rolls to a stop.
Strong fence.
I am sorry for my friend here. He likes to pick things up and put them down. Just sometimes not in the same place. Are you okay?
The boulder has not moved in so many years. It's freaking out. It's like, whoa, new place, new surroundings. Oh, man. This is such a weird day.
Was there anything underneath the boulder?
No one would have lifted that boulder in many, many years.
Sorry to disturb your day, Boulder.
Oh, no, it's been a weird day for a while now. Like, ooh.
Yes, what's the deal with this fence?
Oh, the fence is new earlier today. That other thing was new earlier today. It, thinks of the tree.
Yep.
Now you guys, this is oh man, I sleep for 1,000 years at a time, and then I wake up and a whole bunch of stuff happens all at once.
Who else was here besides us?
It imagines the picture of some government officials wearing official safety of Guasso on their back. They got security. And it also pictures a few hours after that, a lady.
A lady?
Mm-hmm.
What did the lady do?
It shows you the lady cutting a hole in the fence and then sealing the fence with a few illusions that included the dry, dead tree.
Oh.
There's a hole in the fence over here. And I'll go up to where the illusion's supposed to be.
Okay, now make a perception check with advantage because you know that there's an illusion.
5.
It's here somewhere.
I know it's here. My rock friend told me it's here.
Borb and Adrien, Runt is searching along this fence after having talked to the rock for some reason. You can neither hear the rock, nor do you understand why Runt...
He just did say out loud that there was a hole in the fence, so...
Ah, did you?
Yes.
All right. What are your perception checks with advantage?
15.
Where's my perception? Okay. The first roll was a 27. The second one was also a 27. So as he's holding his nose, making sure that the blood stops coming out of his nose, he goes, right there.
Yep. And you find where, very cleverly, this lady has woven kind of like one of those flexible bike locks that has a dial combination on it. So it's a rope that's made out of metal, and it's magical, and it's woven all through the chain link to hold it together again. You wouldn't be able to tell that this was here unless you knew that you were looking for it. And it doesn't, it's not a gaping wound of, a very clearly open fence. It's a very cleverly sealed, opened and then resealed fence with a 6-digit numerical combination dial entry on it with 6 spinning dials with the digits 0 to 9.
Oh, Lord.
Borb has encountered a puzzle and he disapproves.
Said it's a magical lock?
Yes. I'm not sure how you guys would be able to tell that, but if you had detected magic, you would have found it through that way.
Well, if I wouldn't know it's magic, I'm going to take my bow staff and hit it and try to break the lock.
Runt's tapping at this lock as ineffectually as a sparrow trying to be a woodpecker.
Borb hefts his axe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And brings it down upon the lock, Runt backing away just at the last moment. As Borb, please do a Constitution saving roll for your axe.
Ooh, for my axe?
Yep, axes can chip.
Wow, okay, that's a 9.
Oh, if you look really closely at it, there's a small inverted triangle along the arc of your axe as the lock takes a chip out of it.
Oh, that not work.
I would like to use investigation on this lock to see if I can tell where the numbers are usually resting.
All right.
In the open position.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 18.
Oh, that's pretty high. All right. He starts spinning the dial to see if it is easier to rest on one number or another, and sees that instead of a 0, the lock has a symbol in the 0 position, a gold record.
I see.
Do we know any artists that went gold lately?
Everybody do a history check.
It's not my day.
Oh, okay.
1.
With the 1, you ask about artists who went gold recently.
I actually got an ugly... I got 22. Wow.
I get an 8.
Okay. Runt thinks about Adrien's joke. And Borb tells you both about how in Port City Gishope, the most famous guild is called the Gold Records. Haven't you heard of them, the Gold Records? Borb says to you. They big talk in Gishope.
I knew that. Yeah. Sure.
I don't listen to pop music.
This one's all you, Borb. Go for it.
Borb has been invited to solve the puzzle.
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out if I had anything that can... Any skills.
Too bad I already used up all my questions for the bear. He probably could have told me the combination. Oh well.
I think we only used 3 questions.
True, but I can only do it once per day. I can only use it once per day, so...
Well, we kind of needed it to show us how to get here in the first place.
I guess we're going back to Gishope. Find out to go to the Golden Records, I guess.
Everybody make a perception check.
How is our reputation with them? Do they know of us?
Oh, everybody knows of us. We put most of them away, so they're probably not good.
No, not good.
Oh, no, the gold records aren't criminals. You don't put them away.
Wait.
You've encountered them on missions. They were usually rivals trying to reach the same goal as you.
Oh, no, wait, Gishope.
I rolled a... Go ahead.
22.
20.
15.
Borb does not hear the peep, 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 peep coming from the right of you.
Wait, and I just realized, dish soap. Oh, I can't go to dish soap.
Dish soap. All right, I'm going to go check out that.
Borb has a history in dish soap. He can't go to dish soap.
Okay, I understand. I'm going to go towards that chirping sound.
Remember how
Runt goes to the right, along the fence.
Borb said he doesn't drink alcohol?
Mm.
Dish soap
That
was
wasn't
last.
in dish soap.
Oh, okay.
That was in the swamp south of here. Dish soap is west of here.
Right. Okay, never mind.
I believe that was in the town with Old Krogan.
Yeah, you're right.
Near Gardy Lou.
That's the place.
Anyway.
Yeah, wasn't that the one that he got put in jail on purpose because of that?
Yeah.
Yes. Hive mind. All right. So, Runt, you were walking along the fence and you didn't notice before that there is a bird's nest with baby birds.
No. I kind of gently pick up the nest in one of my mitten hands.
As you pick it up, some of the sticks fall out into the ground.
I go down and I pick the stick up and kind of put them back in.
As you pick the stick up and you rotate it in your hand, you see that it has the letter Y and the number 2 on it.
Oh.
This could be something. I start taking apart the nest to see if there's more.
The baby birds are cheeping very loudly.
Oh, it's okay. You have something I need. I will get you a better nest.
Oh no. Okay, so to clarify, there's 3 baby birds. The parent birds look like they're nowhere to be seen. And these 3 hungry baby birds are just big mouths at you. And they don't have any feathers, and they're really gross looking.
Oh, I'm ugly too. It's okay.
Once Adrien sees that he's disassembling the nest, he steps in, grabs the baby birds. First checks the bottom to see if there's anything written on it, and then puts them all in his beard.
Okay, there are 3 very hungry, open mouth, triangle mouth, bird mouths coming out of Adrien's white elf beard.
And he also grabs out of his pack a piece of bread, and he's just absentmindedly just feeding them.
Do you feed them dry bread or mushy bread?
Oh, he mushes it up in his mouth first. And
Beat me to it.
All right. The baby birds scream for about 30 seconds, then they realize what's going on, and then they eat hungrily, and then they fall asleep and they pass out in your beard. You have acquired 3 baby crows. I don't know what a crow's nest is actually like, you guys, so don't quote me on that. I don't know. Maybe there was some tree climbing involved, but I don't know.
This looks important, and I hand him the Y. What is it, Y16 or Y12?
Y4.
Y2.
Y2.
And you've actually got 6 of those now.
So.
What? Okay.
They are Y2, L. So picture a popsicle stick with the L written on the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bottom is written a 6. K at the top and 1 at the bottom. S at the top and 3 at the bottom.
Okay. I'm going to need to write this down.
R at the top and 0 at the bottom. And E at the top and 3 at the bottom.
okay, guys. So, I bet you if we can figure out what word this spells, we'll get the combination. So even though you destroyed these birdies' home, we're
Okay,
gonna
can you
get
do the
going.
letters again?
YLKSRE.
Yeah, there are 6 letters in the combination lock and 6 numbers on the combination lock and 6 letters on here.
Skylar?
Okay, Adrien walks back over to the padlock, and he puts in 3, 1, 2, 6, 3, 0.
Do 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 do. The padlock makes a magical chime. And it opens.
Wait, what combination was that?
Skylar.
312630 opens the lock. Also, I looked it up. Crows do indeed build nests out of sticks, so they would have used these popsicle sticks, maybe. And they tend to build them in trees, but bushes and even on the ground are not unheard of. Also, baby crows are indeed very ugly. So, things we've learned. They're kind of like covered in black feathers, I guess, but they're mostly not covered in any feathers at all. And they got pink skin and big red mouths.
Okay.
But
Adrien walks up to Runt, puts out his fist for a fist bump. Teamwork.
He Runt fist bumps his giant fist, but regular, pressure.
And he sees Adrian's fist just jump back behind him, and you hear crack, crack, crack as his joints pop.
You need more milk in your diet.
I also need about 300 years off of my age.
You should have been a monk.
I am.
Oh. Wait. you got... Do you have timeless body at this age?
Actually, I just got it with my level up.
Oh, that's so bad.
wait, what's timeless body?
You no longer...
I no longer age. I don't have to eat or drink.
And now
But you're already old.
300. I love that so much.
Yeah, I don't suffer anymore of old age, but I'm already at old age, so it's kind of moot.
So you don't feel the osteoporosis, but you still look.
You just can't get worse.
All right, I can't get worse. Everything I've been feeling up to this point is still what I feel.
That's kind of fair.
Oh my god, I love it.
All right. Cool. So the lock is open and the passage has been made clear. You can now enter if you want. You also have this rope lock. What do you guys do with the lock and the opening and etc.?
Well,
I'm going to disguise it as if it was still up.
Okay, so you weave the rope lock back through the diamond-shaped holes in the chain link fence?
I got skinny arms. I can put my hands through there.
Yeah.
why don't we just reset the lock since we know the code?
That works.
Faster exfil?
What?
Faster exfil?
Get out faster.
Ah, good point.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the lock is there, but it's not locked. So if you guys want to exit, you can. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Very clever.
I'm sure as hell not going over the fence.
You learned that. What do you do with the popsicle sticks?
Pocket them?
Okay, and they're keeping the sticks. Okay, you have passed through the fence. Beyond, it mostly looks the same, except that you can see there's a gentle curve to the fence, making it a very, very wide perimeter.
I look towards the middle to see what's in the middle.
More trees as far as you can see. Do you walk forward?
Hobbling, yeah.
Adrien hobbles forward.
I advise we move quiet, just in case.
Ah, Adrien stealths.
Please roll a stealth check.
They do not put up fences for no reason, only to keep people out.
So bear in mind, I have a plus 15 in this.
Or keep something in, too. Remember that.
32 for stealth.
Wow.
It's a bit higher than a 20, isn't that?
I have a plus 9, and that will be a 12.
Borb rolled a 5.
Borb rolled a 5. We've got a 5, a 12, and a 30-something. So one of you gingerly places your feet on only the places of the forest floor where there are no leaves to crinkle. You tiptoe like a ballerina, specifically in between all of the sticks, and then Borb crashes down his foot, and his minotaur hoof crunches through those branches.
You see, being old and moving slow has its advantages.
Says you, old man.
You can't see him anymore. He disappeared.
Old man? Old. Where'd that come from?
Because a 12 does not beat a 32.
So, yeah, I doubt you could perceive a 32 on a, like, Pidge straight up can't. She can't roll that high. All right. So, you guys are some of you are crunching through the forest, and you come upon, now, in a black and white movie, when a tree's limbs are pictured against the sky, with the cloudy white sky behind the black tree limbs reaching up into the air, it's almost a beautiful sight, right? Now, turn that upside down, where the tree limbs are reaching downward, and that's what your brain's trying to understand as you look. It looks like the tree started in the clouds, grew downward, and has found root purchase in the ground. Its gnarled and twisted and tangling roots start from up in the sky, right? And they have touched the ground. Everybody roll a perception check, because I'm going to see how much more I tell you.
So it looks like the trees are upside down.
You're not telling me anything.
Oh, what'd you roll?
5.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
12.
Crunch.
I just have this thing in my head, little Borb foo stomping through the forest.
There's nothing little about him.
19 for mine.
You are the highest, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
19's not all that high for level 16 adventurers, so that's what you guys see. You do all notice that this is a weird looking tree. It's growing the wrong way. Like, there's something weird going on here.
I'm gonna climb the tree.
Oh, and then Runt walks all the way up to it. Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, why'd you do that?
What's with me in 5s today?
Yay! 20.
15.
Runt walks up to the roots of the tree. You said that you were going to try to climb it?
Yes.
You reach out your hands up above your head, and you place your foot on one of the roots. Except that it's not a root. Roll a perception check.
Just him or everyone?
Just him.
19.
Okay, you do notice this. This is a squishy root. And as you step on it and reach your hands above your head, it doesn't squish the same as wood would.
That's not right. And I'm gonna go look at the root.
You look down as you've stepped upon a massive serpent. It's dark brown, like a root, except that it's wider than you. And you don't see its head from where you are. You have a full turn. What do you do?
Wider than him? That's really wide then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it wider than 2 Runt?
I don't know. It's wide.
I'm trying to get all my measurements in Runts here.
It's about 1 Runt wide.
I know what's going on. I know my mythology. I know what's going on. Oh.
I'm gonna take out like a little piece of like food, like a ration food, and try to animal handle this thing.
You're actually not at its head. This is its body. Like you can't see its head from where you're at.
I'm gonna try to follow its body line of sight to see if I can find the head.
All right, guys. Runt starts walking around the base of the tree. Next up, it's its turn. It gulps, and it gulps, and it hasn't yet noticed Runt. Adrien, it's your turn. Runt just wandered around the base of the tree. He looked like he was climbing it. It seems totally safe.
Yeah, well, if that's what Adrien sees, Adrien's going to continue sneaking around, feeding his little birdies, and yeah.
Do you try to climb the tree?
No.
Okay, you walk up to the tree?
Adrien doesn't have that kind of upper body strength. No, Adrian's going to do what he always does. He's going to he hangs back about 60 feet from the group.
Okay. Next up, it's Borb. Borb, Adrien's hanging back 60 feet. Runt is walking around the tree. It looks like he's trying to climb it and get a good foothold, handhold.
All right, I'm going to follow Runt.
Okay. We're back to Runt. Runt, it's your turn. You have followed the snake all the way to its head. And if you've ever seen a hognose, the way that they have kind of puffy cheeks, that's why I'm picturing this snake. It's brown. It's blending in with the tree. It's got puffy cheeks as it drinks. If, by the way, listeners, look up hognose drinking water, and it's adorable, and you'll briefly want a pet snake. And it's a good video. Hognose drinking water. Anyway, so they gulp. They have cute little puffy cheeks. Okay, my listeners, my players don't approve. Anyway, so it's drinking from the real roots that it's near. Its fangs embedded into the tree. As you approach its head, it sees you with its peripheral vision looking behind it. It raises its head, and its long fangs drip sap. It sticks out a tongue inquisitively towards you.
Hello, snake friend.
Adrien, it's your turn. You're 60 feet away, and you don't know what's going on back there.
Did I hear him at least say, hi, snake friend?
You did. You definitely heard him say hello, snake friend.
I do have tongue of sun and moon, so I can speak all languages. I don't know if that means I can speak to a snake.
Actually, I also have that. So I'm actually going to come up beside him and say in Serpent, be ye friend or foe?
Okay, both of you do a... Now, what's up with, like, psychicness? Like, if something was trying to read your brain, what would you save with? Is that
Wisdom.
intelligence or charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom?
Yeah, I would say wisdom.
All right, both of you make wisdom saving throws. Also, Borb, are you visible? And
yes.
It's your turn, Borb.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and do you have an axe?
Yes, I do.
Like a tree cutting axe?
No, I don't.
It's an axe, though. Okay, so tell me your wisdom saving throws, all three of you.
All right, let's see. What do we got? All
25.
right, let's see.
19.
13.
13. Okay. Borb, tell the truth. Why are you here?
Golden key.
Okay. All
You
right,
said I had to tell the truth.
Yep. Okay. And yeah. Okay.
Looking for golden key.
And now he attacks, right? I was doing so good, and then Borb screws it up.
The malice striker swallows the sap that it was drinking, and it flicks out its tongue in each of your directions. It reads Borb's intentions, because he failed his wisdom saving throw, so it read Borb's mind like real clear and easy. And because you're here for the tree, the malice striker initiates a fire aura. At the start of each of the Malice Striker's turns, each creature within 5 feet of it takes 10 fire damage, and flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried ignite.
Okay, here we go.
Including the tree?
Well, that's interesting. You should probably perception check that tree. Are you guys within 5 feet of the snake's body? Or head? Or any part of it?
Adrien is right next to Runt, so wherever Runt places us is where we're going to be screwed.
I'm going to start you in this aura. You can leave the aura. Okay. It also makes multi-attacks. 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail. It uses its tail, which has a sharp, pointed end, not a rattle, but like still, it's a very effective whip. Like it goes out longer at the end than is useful for movement, just to slap at things. Borb, does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not. But note, real quick, my character's presence causes, if the enemy attacks anyone other than Borb, they get disadvantage.
Good to know. As it bites at Runt, who is closer. Gonna roll with disadvantage. That was a 16 and an 18. Cool. So does a 16 plus 14 is 30. Does a 30 hit Runt?
Yes, because my AC is 18.
Okay. You take 20 piercing damage plus 14 necrotic damage as it bites you with its fangs, and a giant, like we're talking very, very large snake head, as big as you, comes at you, and one of its fangs sinks into your left arm, and your left arm doesn't only feel pierced, it also feels like necrotic, like poisoned, like it feels like your muscles shriveling. And the Malice Striker attacks.
I am not gonna like this.
Adrien, it's your turn. Your friend just got bitten, you're kind of on fire, and Borb got whipped at by a tail.
That withering effect, is that a disease or poison?
No, it's necrotic damage.
Okay, alright.
So Adrien is going to do what Adrien does best. He is going to he's going to use his brass knuckle and punch at it.
Okay, its head is currently embedded in your friend's arm. You take out your fist and you...
I punch at the top of the snake head. That thing's huge. I can easily punch it without hitting my friend.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I'm going to use my Kai points to also do Flurry of Blows, which gives me an extra 2 unarmed attacks. So I'm going to be doing 4 unarmed attacks.
Oh my.
Yes. So it is with the brass knuckles. It's a plus 12 to hit. So the first one's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, it has an AC or an armor class of 19 from its natural armor of its scales.
24, 20, and 24. So I hit him 4 times.
Wow. Punch, 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 punch in the eyeball.
So I am also I'm going to do damage real quick. That's going to be...
Do you shout anything at it as you punch it because it bit your friend?
Yeah, teeth off, he's mine.
Oh, that's my boy you can't have. Okay.
I'm going to actually calculate the damage correctly this time and roll it. That's going to be 53 damage to the snake's right eyeball.
Oh, man. It blinks, man. He poked in the eye. Does that end your turn?
And I'm going to step back just to right outside the aura.
There you go. Now, as you leave the melee area, it does get to bite at you.
Actually, I don't think it does because of my martial arts. I'm looking up while you continue. If I don't have it, then I don't move. But
Okay.
if I do, I will.
Next up, after Adrien, it's Borb. Borb, the tail just whipped right next to you. It missed you.
Using my reckless attack, I managed to get 2 hits in. One doing 26 and one doing 23 points of damage.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so powerful. Level 16. You're swiping at the tail of the snake with your axe, dealing slashing damage.
I'm also raging, so...
And you're raging. It's taken some damage from your axe. You feel like a less strong person might have done a glancing blow off of these strong scales, but you're Borb, man, and your axe digs in and does damage. The snake hisses with its, I guess, head over there somewhere. It's pretty far away from you. And that the head part hisses. You hear a faraway hiss. Runt, it's right in your face as it hisses, and it's your turn. You hear a loud, damp hissing sound. Because it's right near you.
I'm gonna pummel its head with 4 attacks, because I'm flurry of blows. And I rolled a 15, a 19, a 21, and a 22.
So 3 hits.
And you're punching its left eye. You land 3 hits on it.
3 hits. For the flurry of blows, he is going to do... You know what? Yeah, he doesn't get any reactions till the next turn because of open hand technique. So this is... Let's see how many d8s. Sorry, I didn't roll this yet. You said 3?
Yeah. AC of 19 for this creature.
Okay.
The Malice Striker.
Step of the Wind does allow me to disengage.
Excellent. Yeah, you get out of its fire aura with no problem.
9 plus 15.
Borb, are you in melee distance of the
Yes.
tip of the tail? Oh, okay. All right.
23 damage.
23 damage.
Does
As
he?
you punch it in the left eye.
Does it still have its grip on me?
It's actually not gripping you.
Okay.
It just bit you, and I was describing things. Yeah, you're not grappled.
And I'm going to use a key point to disengage and move out of that. Move like 10 feet away.
Excellent. That means that you do not take. It is now the Malice Striker's turn. Borb, please take 10 fire damage. As the fire aura... Also, everybody do a perception check. You've now seen it twice. So you've seen this fire for like a good 12 seconds.
That's a 17.
15.
An 8.
Runt, you look at your arm. It hurts a lot. The other two can tell that although the leaves and the grass around you are taking damage from this fire, like they're crisping, singeing, and the leaves are curling up and shriveling into black, leaf charcoal. The tree, which has initiated in the sky and reached the ground, this magical tree and its roots are not taking any fire damage.
Well, right now Borb's enraged, and he'll note that after the fight.
You still notice that.
I know.
Yeah, maybe your brain will process that later.
Yeah.
All right. So that happened at the start of its turn. Now it's very angry, and it's going to snake bite and snake tail attack. First, the tail attack.
Advantage.
Borb does a...
Advantage.
Yeah, this one's on you. Oh, advantage on you. Okay, got it. Good. Does a 28 hit you, Borb?
Yes. I use
Okay.
reckless attack, so...
Yes, thank you for reminding me. It's hard to keep track of everything as a DM, and it's good to have good players. So first you take 14 bludgeoning damage as the tail hits you, and then the tail is so hot that it does 10 fire damage to you as well. Please make a strength saving throw.
All right. Advantage because of my abilities. That is a 21.
You pass. Nothing happens. All right. Nothing further happens. All right. So it swiped at Borb with its tail, and now it's going to bite at Runt. I rolled a dice, and it's biting at you again. Does an 18 hit you, Runt?
That is my armor class. So yes.
Meet it to beat it. So take 20 piercing damage, plus 14 necrotic damage as it sinks a fang into your other arm. So now your right arm feels like your muscles are shriveling, and you're like, oh, gosh darn it, that was my good arm.
Runt's not happy.
Yeah, it's trying to disable you so that it can swallow you whole.
Not gonna happen.
At the end of the Malice Striker's turn, it hisses at Adrien. Do you look less delicious than Runt because you're older?
I'm tiny compared to Runt. He looks at me and goes, there's no meal there. Now this guy,
The bugbear. Now that's a meal.
this other one, those guys are huge. They will fill me up. I will use this third guy as a toothpick.
Because you're all crunchy.
He's a fun-sized candy bar is what you are.
And Adrien, it's your turn.
Okay, did Runt, when he stepped back, did he step back right next to Adrien again?
Yes.
Okay, so the snake has moved forward right into Adrien's. So Adrien doesn't have to even walk up to it. So he strikes again the 4 times with the brass knuckles. He hits it 4 times with the brass knuckles and does 60 damages to his right. I did the right eye earlier, so left eye.
All right. Yeah, wow. It takes a bunch of damage. It goes down to a number of hit points that I've written down. And basically, this snake, its eyes are swelling closed because you guys are punching this thing so much in the eye. I guess you found the spot that doesn't have scales covering it, right? Yeah.
That's what agent experience gets you.
Go for the weak point. Yeah.
Step of the wind to get out of the aura.
Okay, how far away did you get?
Just as much as I needed to be out of the aura.
So it's 5 feet for the aura? Do you get like 10 feet or 6 feet? Something like that?
Sure.
All right. Cool. Gotcha. Borb, it's your turn.
2 swings, even with advantage, I missed both swings.
Oh, wow. All right. So perhaps it's because you're at the tip of the tail, which is whip thin, but it's real hard to hit it with your axe. Borb the Minotaur holds his very large axe, which is now chipped, and swings as much as he can, but he doesn't hit the Malice Striker.
She's going to keep rubbing that in.
Yep, it's chipped until you fix it. You gotta polish it. Runt, we're back to you.
Runt is not happy. Runt is going to... he is going to run up to him and do Flurry of Blows, which was a 29 and a... what was it? 25 for the Flurry of Blows.
They both hit.
That would be 10. That would be 10 and 11. So that's 21 on the Flurry of Blows. And then I'm going to Step of the Wind to jump out of range of that fire thing. And...
okay, the range is 5 feet for the fire thing. Do you jump 6 feet, 10 feet?
I jump 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll do throw 2 darts at him.
Oh, all right. Let's see if those darts hit. It's got an AC of 19.
Okay, 16 did not hit, and neither did a 12.
As you punched this thing, you punch it. Your fist collides with its head, kind of like punching where they instantly lose consciousness and their body continues on the arc of your punch. Its head flies back. You see the underside of the snake's chin as the snake's head flies back from your punch. You're now throwing darts at the underside of its chin, and you're missing because you expect it to recoil, consciously to come back at you, but it doesn't. So it didn't go on the path that you thought the movement would go on. And as the head arcs back and the snake's underbelly starts to curl up, it starts to make a death throw. Are you guys familiar with death throws?
Oh.
Hey! When the Malice Striker dies, it explodes, and each creature within 30 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. That's better than I was expecting. That's an ugly 20.
Meet it to beat it.
That was bad, but I have evasion, so I got 13. But I have evasion, so it'll half it anyways.
Yeah, I was just looking that up. I also have evasion. So, no matter what... oh, that can't be right. It cannot be a 31. Let me re-roll that without the pluses. That was from my damage from earlier. All right, there we go. That's going to be a 14.
A 14. The 14... so, surprisingly, the Minotaur dodges. Like, you jump back 30 feet, Borb, and you get out of its range. But the 2 monks, very dexterous people, I guess, it was a DC 20 dexterity saving throw. Or you take 70 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The explosion ignites the flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried, and it destroys the Malice Striker's body. So its corpse is gone, because it's like chunks of burning snake land around you. If you guys have ever seen Waterworld, when he eats that underwater creature and there's like this weird jiggly piece of fat left over. It's like that. As bits of snake land around you, falling down from the air, and the tree is totally unharmed, by the way. It's immune to fire damage. Cannot be hurt by fire or iron. And, alright, so...
that's 35 points of damage for evasion.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 16.
But you won.
Guys, let's, take us a short rest here. I need ouchies tended to.
The boom of the explosion rockets around the woods around you. It echoes off of the tree trunks. The sound permeates the leaf litter. Everyone do a perception check.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Borb is completely, oblivious.
Borb, you just jumped 30 feet back from an explosion. You got plenty to be proud of. Don't worry.
21.
9.
Adrien is the only one to notice, as off in the distance, it looks like another one of these roots raises its head.
Oh, bring it.
Oh, crap, guys. More snake.
Oh, more snake. Me like more snake. Borb is still raging at the moment. So,
Are you heading for the snake? I mean, there's a second one if you want to fight.
if Borb isn't stopped, he's probably... Borb now has relentless rage. The rage doesn't stop unless he wants it to, and the fact of us seeing another fight has got him, unless they stop him.
All right, you're 500 feet from the second snake, Borb.
Well,
Hey, Borb, you got this one, right?
I'm going to patient defense. I'm not patient defense. I'm going to wholeness of body to get 45 hit points.
Unless they want to stop me.
I'm too busy tending to my wounds.
Yeah, I'm sitting down
no,
tending to my wounds too, so...
Borb sees the two of them hurt.
Borb starts to run and looks around and sees that his companions are basically patching themselves up so they don't die.
Yeah.
Or
Borb
you
might
can
be...
take it. Dude, I'll do the math. I'll have the Malice Striker number 2 attack you if you want.
Well,
The world is your playground, you guys.
Give us an hour, let us rest, and then we'll take it on.
Oh, did I mention it's now 450 feet from you?
Borb is going to get between the party and the Malice Striker.
I think it wants to fight us no matter what we want to do.
No, Borb just holds up his hand to the two of them and motions you away. I deal with.
You got it, dude. He puts out a thumbs up.
Okay. Borb moves up to...
Malice Striker number 2 is now 400 feet away from you.
Okay, Borb is going to start moving towards it, but keeping the party, his teammates in sight.
Okay, Borb, how far do you move?
How far do I move? The maximum distance I can still see the rest of the group.
Okay, everything's kind of within sight. It's just a giant tree,
We saw it 500 feet away. I'm sure you could move 500 feet and still see us.
Okay, I'm going to move up and...
Yeah, well, 400. Because it's... So if you move towards it, it would be about probably like 250 feet away from the party when you met it.
Okay, that works.
Malice Striker number 2. Tell me what you do as you approach it. I'll let you go first.
I'm charging straight at it. And I'm going to swing for the fences.
Adrien has pulled some more bread out of his pack and he's feeding this baby birds while watching attentively.
I'm going full-blown rage. That is a... I know that hits. And that hits. So, that is 2 hits. That's going to be brutal. For 26 and 25 points of damage, respectively.
The Malice Striker takes the damage and goes down in hit points. It doesn't look all that injured, like you didn't kill it by doing this. You've slashed straight red lines across its brown, scaly hide. It's gonna Fire Aura, Bite, and Tail attack you all in the same turn. So first, take 10 fire damage, and flammable objects in the aura that aren't being worn or carried ignite as it gets slashed with an axe and instantly bursts into fire. There's flames racing along the snake's scales. Then it's gonna bite you. Doesn't it get advantage or something?
I did not use Reckless Attack that time. So...
Okay, all right, it does not get advantage. Does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
And does a 31 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, take 14 bludgeoning damage and 10 fire damage as it tail whips you, but it misses you with its bite as you dodge under its fangs.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
We believe in you. Go for it.
Almost forgot, make a strength saving throw.
That is a 23.
You pass, you're so strong.
Yes, strength is my character's best skill, so it's
Mm-hmm.
Alright, swing, 1 hit.
Alright, how much damage?
Maximum damage, 29 points of damage.
It's down in hit points. You strike another blow across its scaly hide, the flames racing along your axe for a few seconds before they go out.
How far away is the snake and Borb?
250 feet away from you guys.
50 feet,
Borb's
huh?
probably going to die.
Yep.
I wouldn't count on it.
I am gonna run. I'm gonna join the fray once as soon as you allow.
Borb is barely looking injured right now because of his barbarian nature. So.
Okay. So after Borb's turn is Runt's turn, right?
Yep.
So Runt, go ahead.
I'm gonna run up to within. Let's see here. I'm gonna go keep 20 feet distance between me and the snake, and I'm
You're
gonna.
250 feet from the snake right now.
Yes, I'm gonna close the distance.
How do you run
250. Oh, I'd have to use a full run, wouldn't I? I get 55 speed, so...
Okay, so you can use your movement to go 55 feet closer, and if you would like to downgrade your action to also go 55 feet a second time, you can.
Yep. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna take my full action just to get there.
Okay. You won't be able to get there fully, but you'll be able to get...
You are 140 feet away from the snake, Runt.
Yep.
It's now the Malice Striker's turn. First, Borb, this fire flares around the snake, and you take 10 fire damage.
Okay.
I have totally been forgetting to have you take 10 fire damage each time you hit it with a melee attack.
Oh.
Oopsies.
Okay.
Oopsies. Bad DM. All right.
So I'll just add another 10 points of damage onto this, then.
Well, we're going to start doing that from now on. Okay. So then it's going to try to bite you. That's probably going to hit 33.
Yeah.
Does a 33 hit you? It bites you and another 33. First, it bites you for 20 piercing damage plus 14 necrotic damage. Then it tail attacks you for 14 bludgeoning damage plus 10 fire damage. Please make a strength saving throw. 20, 14, 14, 10, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Damages.
I have to cut him in half because of my rage, so... Oh, not 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. What are these strength saving throws for anyway? All right. And then just to let you know, the melee attacks will give you 10 fire damage because I forgot about what a fire aura does.
Okay.
At the end of the Malice Striker's turn, it's Adrien's turn. Adrien, what do you do?
Seeing everything that's going on and that my partner in rest has gotten up and started running, I'm going to sprout my wings and take flight and soar 80 feet high and 80 feet towards the fray. And how far it's 60 feet. So they're 250 feet away. I move 60 feet. So
Yep, you're 190 feet if you move 60. Yeah.
I'm going to just do that because it takes a turn to sprout my wings. So that's it.
All right. Borb, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use reckless attack. Okay, I'm glad I used reckless attack. That's one hit. Maximum damage, 29 points of damage.
As your axe slices across the serpent's body, you're making shish kebab. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Oh, and you take 10 fire damage because you got real close to it to hit it with a melee attack. Runt, it's your turn. You are 140 feet away from the Malice Striker.
Almost exactly my hit points right now.
So I'm going to move up. I can do 120 feet, I think. 55, that's 110. So I can, you said I'm 140 feet?
Yeah.
I'll move 110 up. So I'll do a double move.
All right, you're 30 feet away from it.
So am I able to take an action?
Nope, you moved twice.
All right.
You moved using your action, yeah.
Okay, nope, that's fine. I can't do patient defense, I don't think. No, that's a bonus action. Yeah, can I do patient defense as a bonus action?
I think you still have your bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do patient defense then.
What's that?
Patient defense means I get, I think they get, I'm just double checking the
disadvantage
exact
if they
wording
attack
of it.
him.
Yep.
Okay.
take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Yep.
Nice. Well, don't worry, it's not going for you because this Malice Striker is going for Borb.
Just to be
First,
honest.
Borb, take 10 fire damage as its flames race along its scales. Then the lowest I rolled to hit you was a 31.
Yeah, just deal damage.
Okay, so you take 20 piercing damage plus 14 necrotic damage plus 14 bludgeoning damage plus 10 fire damage. Please make a strength saving throw.
That is a 22.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, having credible strength and advantage on all strength saves comes in real handy in this kind of situation.
Yeah, are you actually taking 20 piercing, 14 necrotic, 14 bludgeoning, and 10 fire? Or are you taking like a smaller number each time?
I'm taking a smaller number each time because while I'm raging, I have resistance to everything. So,
Necrotic,
yeah,
fire, all of them?
only psychic damage does full damage to a bear totem barbarian. So,
that makes sense. Yep. All right. That's the end of the Malice Striker's turn.
otherwise, believe me, right now my character would probably be dead. But my character is a little less than half of his hit points right now. So,
Nice. Adrien, you're 190 feet from the Malice Striker.
Not anymore. I double moved my flying speed 160 feet.
So you're 30 feet away?
You said I was 190 feet away before?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so 30 feet. I'm right above Runt.
Hey, Runt, guess who's above you? All right. Borb, it's your turn.
Show off.
2 hits.
Take 20 fire damage. And how much does the Malice Striker take?
2, so that's 27 and 21.
2 straight lines of blood blossom across the scaly side of this serpent. It's not dead yet. Runt, you're 30 feet away from the Malice Striker.
I'm going to move up 15 feet, take out my weaving wasp needles, and throw one after another at it. So that's going to be my first attack. Oh, that was, 15 and, 25 and 29 to hit.
Those hit.
Oh, yeah, 13. Oh, and 13, so 26 damage.
All right, it's still up.
And since both of these are out, and they circle around his head, and they have a magical thread that tries to bind and constrict the creature, they have to make a strength saving throw of 13. I'm going to try to have it wrap around its mouth, specifically.
It easily passes your strength saving throw.
Poop.
It's a giant snake.
Worth a try.
And its mouth opens anyway. You can tell that the string is wrapped around its mouth. But, yep. It's the Malice Striker's turn. So everyone within 5 feet of the Malice Striker, which is Borb, takes 10 fire damage. And then it's going to try to bite and tail attack Borb.
Regular attacks, no advantage this time.
22 to hit
Yes.
is the lowest. Okay, you take 20 piercing damage plus 14 necrotic damage plus 14 bludgeoning damage plus 10 fire damage. Please make a strength saving throw.
We kind of stayed on that. That's a 26.
Nothing happened.
It went to a 20, and then it shifted to a 16. I'm like, ah!
Adrien, it's your turn. You're 30 feet away from the Malice Striker, number 2. Oh, perception check, Adrien?
Oh, sure. I like perception checks. That's going to be... maybe I don't like them. 14.
These are probably all roots.
Oh.
Oh, God. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, so I land right in the thing's face. I bring my wings in to a quarter of their own size and put out my own fire aura.
Nice.
And I smack it in the left eye twice and then in the right eye twice, doing 55 damages to the eyes.
Oh, man. And its eyes close one last time as it booms. And everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not as lucky this time, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Hell yeah.
You fly right out of the way. Your wings expand again, and the explosion carries you safely away. Borb, what did you roll?
Not enough.
Okay, so you take 70 fire damage. And actually, yeah, Runt, you're close enough to get hit with this. It says within 30 feet of it.
18.
18 fails. Take 70 fire damage.
35. Evasion.
Borb is not
All right.
looking very good right now.
Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, that's a nice, total 20.
Okay, yeah, these are not roots. These are not all roots.
Okay.
Some of these are definitely snakes feeding on the roots. There's 2 more snakes. One
Yeah,
is
no.
100 feet on your left and has been slowly sneaking up to you.
Yeah,
And
no.
another is 200 feet on your right and also has been slowly sneaking up to you.
Yeah, I grab our older individual and take up to the air.
Oh, he's already 80
Borb
feet
is-
above you. The explosion, he
Okay.
put out his wings. His explosion carried him up into the atmosphere, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, I
you're
think-
right.
Runt's
Then-
not flying.
Runt's
I don't
holding
think I
his
can-
hands up like, guys.
I don't think I can carry Runt.
Tell you what, we both fly down. We grab each one of his arms and yank.
Yeah.
And the snakes rear up their head and try to fang bite Runt, but snap at his ankles, narrowly missing as you guys fly up into the sky. You are around the base of this. Again, it looks super weird. It's like it's inverted. It's like it's growing from the sky down. Massive ash tree.
If the rest of the guys are amenable to this, I say that we orbit the tree, ascending it until we see something that maybe like is a key or someplace we can
Rest.
set Runt down
Rest.
and rest. Yes, definitely rest. I need
I-
to rest.
I say my magical word, the wasp needles come back to my hand. I forgot what I made the magical word be.
Abracadabra.
Okay, guys, so you know, Borb is literally at 29 hit points right now.
Me too.
And they settle into the crook of a tree to take a short rest. They hear the following sound.
Sounds like a squirrel. Yep,
Sounds like my beard.
definitely a squirrel. I know that noise anywhere.
Squirrels are good eating.
Settling safely into the crook of the tree, they try to take a short rest and hear that sound. And that is where we are going to leave our adventurers as we take a short rest ourselves. Joining us this time were Runt,
Hello.
Borb,
I'm hurting.
and Adrien.
Y'all noticed she said try to take a short rest, right?
I do know that caveat. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com or finding us on YouTube. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens. Joining us again are Adrien,
Well, let's see how this goes.
Runt,
Runt is hurting.
and Borb.
Not much as me.
Everybody, please roll a dice. A d20.
Usually Borb sounds a lot happier, but right now he's,
15.
1.
12.
The number that I'm holding up to my, unsuspected.
It doesn't matter.
Super far away
He
camera.
rolled a 1. He has to do it.
Oh, wow, you rolled a 1. Yeah, please tell us what happened last time on the Fire-Breathing Kittens.
Well, we received a flyer on the jobs board telling us of a magical golden ash key that would be falling to a forest near Nicomoy. We were warned not to go there, but, well, when have we ever listened to warnings before? And so we went to the forest. After some shenanigans with a invisible barrier and a fake tree, as well as some baby birds, we managed to get into the fenced-in area where the tree is located. 2 very fiery and explosive battles against massive snakes later, and we've escaped to the tree branches, and we heard the sound of a squirrel. I think that covers much. No.
I'm hoping it's a friendly squirrel.
Well, you kind of skipped over the part where you threw a defenseless old man into an invisible barrier.
I mentioned the barrier.
Important details. You are far from defenseless.
Your idea, throw.
Well, we're not going to get into that. You still threw him.
This leaves our heroes chatting and talking in the nook of a tree high above the ground with its many snakes. They hear this sound. What do you guys do?
It's the sound of a squirrel. Squirrels aren't that bad, so.
It depends on the
Fluffy
size
squirrel.
of the squirrel.
What they gonna do? Steal nuts?
I'm curious, so I will check it out. And I kind of want birds for my beard too.
Oh yeah, you forgot to put that in your synopsis. That Adrien now has 3 birds in his beard.
And Runt is jealous because he wants birds in his beard.
Borb no
Runt's
have
gonna
beard.
is gonna go investigate the sound.
Okay. Indeed, there are many drill teeth all around you. Squirrels swarming up and down the trunk of this massive sky tree. Because now that you're up here, you can see this is definitely a sky tree. It started up in the clouds. There's more of it up here. And it rooted down into the earth below. It looks like this is some kind of growth cycle for it. If you're paying very close attention, you notice that the tips of the branches are getting longer and there are new leaves forming on every twig.
Is there any vegetation? Like anything we can eat, like fruit?
No.
But the snakes were eating that sap. I'm gonna take a dirk and try to, cut a little, try to get some sap.
Have you ever chewed a sugar cane for too long?
Loof.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Mike, Borb holds up bamboo.
Oh yeah, you've got spirit bamboo. They can't see what you're holding up. Yeah, this is very edible for non-humans who eat wood.
So I'm fine with it?
Well, do you eat wood?
I could.
Well, then yeah, there's a delicious tree here. So much wood. All the wood you could ever eat.
I'm just trying to figure out why the snakes would have been attracted to the sap, as opposed to any creatures that are around.
Oh, actually, do some kind of magical or arcana or religion or nature check to try to understand what was going on down there.
No, my rolling is horrible. I was gonna try medicine. I don't think that'll do it though. Okay. Yeah, I rolled very, very badly. A 8.
Snakes don't normally eat trees.
Can I try a medicine check for it.
Medicine's not really going to do it.
But that's the only thing I have a positive roll for, though. Okay.
Yep. You watch the trees swarm with squirrels.
What about a 17 Arcana?
Okay, with an Arcana, you know that it's possible for magic to be used to shuttle life force from one being to another. And that it's possible that those Malice Striker fangs were sucking the life from this tree.
I think the snakes were trying to kill the trees, guys.
Well, they were sucking the life from it. And Runt, because you were bitten by those fangs and felt your muscles shrivel afterwards, you think that his suggestion's probably not too far off.
Yep. You have a point that it hurts when they bite you.
So should we rest here and, get a little bit of health back?
Yeah.
I would advise it.
I'm probably gonna blow through all my hit dice.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna sit here and heal for the next hour.
Yep. A squirrel gets pretty close to you, and its bushy tail jerks back and forth as it makes its squirrel sounds. It barks at you, and its fluffy tail aggressively moves back and forth as it's like, you're in my space, but in squirrel language.
Well, using, what was it? The tongue of the sun and moon, I understand what he says to me.
It's super, it's got a potty mouth. It's not a polite squirrel.
Okay, well, I tell the squirrel in Squirrelanese that, we're only gonna be here an hour, then we'll move on. Is that okay?
Do you offer the squirrel any presents?
What do I have? Well, I got a mess kit, so I'll pull out a few nuts from my mess kit. Now that I don't need to eat anymore.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, I like advantage. My persuasion is +0, so it's a straight D20. I like advantage because the first one was a 5. That's gonna be an 18.
And 18's pretty good out of 20. The first squirrel disappears. Half an hour later, 2 more squirrels appear, but these ones aren't swearing at you. They've noticed where the food is coming from.
Oh, no.
I give more nuts away.
After the end of the hour, everyone please regain all of the hit points that you were going to gain with your... I think you get, the number of hit dice is equal to your level.
Yeah, you get 16 hit dice.
I'm going to be rolling all 16 of them.
And those are regained again after a long rest. So you're probably out of hit dice, but back up in HP as we join again as Adrien, the old man, sort of like those old people on the park bench feeding the birds. He's feeding the squirrels.
Well, I have 3 hit dice left.
Oh, good. Oh, and just so that you guys know, if you had chosen to attack those squirrels, they had more offensive and defensive capability than the Malice Striker. And those are called drill teeth. They're squirrels, and there were 16 swarms of them.
We got no beef with squirrels.
Nope, yep, that went really good. I'm glad that went really good. They had 540 hit points.
Well, technically, we also didn't have any beef with snakes, but they didn't want to listen.
Snakes are jerks, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, Borb is hurting enough right now. I don't think he'd want to...
And during that hour, I am also feeding my birds. They're babies. They need to be fed a lot.
For the birds. Yeah.
I don't need those rations anymore, so might as well give them to the birds.
Just so that you know, crows make excellent pets. I know a lot of people don't approve of them because they're considered like nuisances and stuff like that. But if you ever watch a video of a person with a pet crow, they can talk, kind of like parrots can.
Yeah, I was hoping that by the time Adrien has his next adventure that they would be grown up and he would have them trained and they'd be his friends.
Yeah, if they survive this adventure, that's what will happen.
Sweet.
We can only do half of our level and hit dice per rest.
So we can only spend at most 8?
Well, the DM said that we could use them all, so DM rules.
Your DM's dumb. Use 8. Sorry, guys. Think you Thank you, Borb's player. I don't actually know the rules.
I was looking up to see if I was allowed to add my Constitution modifier to them.
Thank you for clarifying. It makes me feel more comfortable as a DM to know that my players have my back and will look up the rules to help me. Okay, so you're surrounded by squirrels. The air is peaceful around you. You're not being attacked by giant snakes. And this tree has progressed. In the hour that you've been here, the buds on the twigs have fully matured into fresh green leaves and are now fully grown, large green leaves. I have a picture. Not sure how to share a picture with the podcast listener, so I'm just going to describe them. They're narrow leaves. I will describe them. Sort of like, okay, so picture a long green line of stem. And from that green line of stem is 5 pairs of leaves that are both based in the same node at that long green stem. So from that node is one leaf on the left and one leaf on the right. And then like an inch or two later, there's another node. And from that node is one leaf on the left and one leaf on the right. And as that node approaches the end of that green line, at the very end, the leaves are smaller at the end, and there's a single leaf at the end. And that is what ash tree leaves look like. Ta-da!
Runt is going to take a leaf and tie it to his bow staff.
You have a normal ash leaf. What's unusual about this ash leaf is that about an hour ago it was just a bud.
So, do you guys think maybe the key's at the very top/bottom of this tree?
It's worth a look.
Well, the bottom is down, so...
No, the bottom is
And the top
up.
is down, I mean...
This is an upside-down
right.
tree, which is why I said bottom/top.
Yeah, sure, why not? It was worth a shot.
Shall we take Runt to the top with wings?
Think safer.
I can climb.
Runt, you're no fun. Adrien spreads his wings and flies to the top.
Now it's going to take
Borb.
both of you, like it did before, to carry Runt.
Oh, he said he was going to climb.
Borb spread.
He's climbing?
Yep.
Runt, do an
Borb's-
athletics check, you monk.
I'm good at those. Famous last words. Athletics. Let's see. Wish it was acrobatics, but
It
athletics
could be
is
acrobatics.
13.
I don't know what again, your DM doesn't know the numbers and the stuffs. So
Athletics would be climbing. Acrobatics is more like flipping and doing stunts.
dodging arrows.
Oh, okay. So that would be a 13.
Oh. Let me roll a luck check here.
Well, he's a monk. He should have a leaf on the wind.
Runt, you pull yourself up to the next branch. This one was pretty easy. Then you pull yourself up to the branch after that. Again, still pretty easy. But a half an hour later, those branches are starting to get more and more difficult. Your muscle endurance is waning, and you get tired. Although your mind directs your hand to reach for a certain location, it doesn't reach it. And out of the tiredness and the fatigue and the lactic acid buildup of half an hour of continuously lifting your body weight over and over, you miss. And suddenly find yourself hanging from one arm instead of two. Your feet kick beneath you, not finding purchase. And with a slip and a fall and not much noise, you start to plummet.
Runt!
Well,
We
Borb,
need save.
perception check, because I don't know if you would see that. He's just been climbing for a half an hour. Pretty well so far, but then...
Does he have a leaf
I
on the
don't see
wind?
squat.
Sorry, you both spoke at the same time? Adrien, what did you say?
I was asking if he had a leaf on the wind.
I do not have a leaf on the wind. I have slow fall.
Okay, well, at least you have that. So it's not automatic.
Slow fall just reduces the damage of falling.
By 75 points.
Have you guys ever dropped a weight through a tree where it bounces off first one branch and then another? and then back onto another branch. You're pretty high up in this tree now, and it's much denser up here. So you don't fall very far before your back cracks, perpendicular to the spine across a branch, and then you rotate along it and topple a bit more, and then your belly now lands on another branch, and then go ahead and make some kind of check to grab onto this before you fall past it too.
My perception was a 24. Do I see this happen?
I think you see him around branch number 2 because he made some sound as he hit it.
I'm gonna assume this is.
This could be acrobatics.
Yeah. So if it's gonna be acrobatics, then it is 24. Yeah, 24.
You swing your feet up around the branch and catch hold of the branch like with your whole body, your arms grabbing it, your knees tucked under it, and you stop your fall by clinging desperately to this second branch. Adrien, you noticed.
Adrien floats down to him, looks him right in the eye, and says, "Are you sure you don't want to fly?"
Fine. It's embarrassing, but I'll fly.
Borb, a little help.
Okay, Borb flies down, and I guess between the two of them...
Together we lift him.
And soar through the clouds, up the tree, to its crown. All
I'm
right.
glad I spent the money on that cape of flying.
How long does it last?
An hour.
All right. Perception check from everyone.
That's a 20 total.
15.
20.
Yeah, you're all very perceptive. Normally, leaves don't make a lot of sound. They rustle in the wind. They make like the sound of paper moving against itself as the leaves rub against one another. And occasionally there's a branch creak. But this is something else. You hear a rustling sound. It's about 100 feet above you.
All right. I motion upwards.
I motion. Well, you know what? I don't need a motion at all. I say, maybe we should put Runt here and go check it out real quick.
We don't think so. If trouble, we need extra help.
Well, our arms will be full of Runt. We won't be able to do anything but drop him.
True.
I mean, Runt will stay down here and cast tranquility on himself anyways.
And
All
we
right.
don't need to be in combat range just to check out what's going on.
True.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out.
I should just ask so I can visualize this. How is Adrien sprouting wings? You're an elf, right?
Yes. It's called Baylor's Wings. What's it called? It's not, it's a feat.
Ah, it's because you're old and wise.
Uh-huh.
You've learned how to wings.
Yes, and they're actually demon wings.
Oh, great.
Yes.
All right.
So, and they spring out of his back whenever he wants.
Awesome. So the two of you set Runt down. Runt gets real quiet and still and blends in. Now, Runt's a bugbear, so perhaps this is one of those camouflages where the camouflage takes up most of your field of view. Runt is quite large, but it's just the right color and texture that you think you're looking at tree trunk. And then Adrien and Borb fly up. Okay, you guys, I'm perception check and I'll...
Well, fly up and away from the tree a bit so we're not in striking range.
Okay, maybe 60 feet away from the trunk, or from the rustling sound, yeah.
19 on my perception.
That's going to be a 16.
Okay. Adrien, you're still listening with your ears. You don't hear it. Borb, you recognize the animal eye, this wide golden orb of the eagle as it looks at you. Its beak is curved, its feathers are brown, and it looks at you with its predator eye, like, you know how raptors look.
Mm-hmm.
And it opens its mouth, and you can actually see its tongue, and then it closes its mouth. It's used to screaming at things and dive bombing them and attacking them, but it's not in that situation right now. And it jiggles its foot a little bit more and makes that rustling sound again, Borb.
Big bird.
What,
I
where?
pointed out to. I pointed out.
Oh, there it is. Okay, and with my, what's it called again? Tongue of Sun and Moon, I say, "Hi, what you doing?"
The eagle makes normal sounds like an eagle, but you understand that it says, what an eagle say in this situation? It's embarrassed. Sort of like when you catch your cat with its claw stuck on the screen, and then the cat's whole body is facing away from the screen, but its arm is behind it, stuck on the screen.
So it's
and
stuck.
It can't move it. And the eagle's like, "Don't look at me. I'm fine."
Would you like me to help you?
Make a persuasion check. Let's see if it does or not.
3.
No, it's fine. What are you looking at? It's fine.
Okay, Borb, it's stuck, but it says it's fine. So let's just go grab Runt, and we're fine. He's stuck. He ain't doing jack.
No. I land near the eagle.
Your funeral.
It's stuck.
It fluffs its feathers out aggressively. It doesn't want your help.
I say in eagle speak, he's an idiot, but he's just helping.
It's trying to intimidate me?
It's fluffing its feathers out to make itself bigger.
Well then, guess what Borb's gonna do in return?
Uh-oh, Minotaur logic here.
He's not gonna attack it, no.
Hence my earlier logic in what I said to the eagle.
I am
intimidation check.
Oh, and Runt can hear the mine and the eagle's conversation too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had to
I
use.
am sorry.
I haven't had to use this in a while. Oh, nat 20 on intimidation check.
The eagle flattens itself on the branch, and its feathers, which were formerly puffed up, are now laid flat and glossy along its body. It doesn't move a muscle as it stays completely motionless.
How is it trapped currently?
Its foot is stuck. It had pinned. So, you know how eagles are really strong and they have like daggers as feet? It pinned a squirrel into the crack between two branches, and its foot got stuck in there. So there's a dead squirrel, an eagle foot, and two branch, like the Y of a branch junction.
I'm gonna pull the branches apart to release the foot of the eagle.
Now the eagle doesn't move initially because it's so scared, so it doesn't know it's free.
Hey, eagle, you're free. Go.
The eagle doesn't need to be told twice. It drops the squirrel. The squirrel body plummets past Runt, who's a few feet below.
I try to. Can I treat it like a missile and
Catch it.
catch it?
Sure, if you can catch missiles.
Natural 20.
You catch it. Then the eagle launches itself from the branch, taking off far, far away from this scary minotaur that saved it.
That's what happens when someone tries to intimidate Borb. So
It learned its lesson.
You know, Borb, you really gotta learn to respect other beings' choices. It wanted to be stuck. Its pride was more than in its life. Just,
I'm glad Board saved it.
Anybody want some squirrel?
I don't eat, but thank you.
Well, it just fell into my hand.
You know what? Can you quarter it and make pieces and I could give it to my birds?
Sure.
Yeah, you would not need very much squirrel to feed baby bird.
Borb
Maybe like one of its legs.
Borb likes animals. Even if it's just a bird, He's not about to, if it's in danger, he's going to help it. So it's just Borb's nature.
The eagle lives through the episode. Yay. So you've met the squirrel, the snake, and the eagle.
And only killed one species.
I don't think we so much met the snake, but killed the snake.
Some of those snakes, yeah, you exploded those.
Technically, the snake attacked us. I tried to reason with it. It was a choice that it made.
All right, so all the mythology fans out there are like, oh, I know what this is. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, okay, so you guys are flying upward, right? You resume your...
After a quick chick feeding, yeah, we do.
You gotta feed babies like every few hours, yeah. All right. Do any of you guys have any guesses about where you are?
The sky?
Next to a tree?
This is the world tree, isn't it?
It's the Yggdrasil.
So you're flying upward. Our heroes are flying upwards. Adrien, the aged elf, and Borb, the Minotaur barbarian, are holding Runt, the bugbear's arms as they carry him up, and up through this tree.
If you tell anyone about this, I will kill both of you.
Who's she calling aged? That's not cool. That's ageism right there. I'm offended.
You look great for your age.
Well, thank you, Runt. I won't drop you now.
As you pass through the leaves, they're changing from small green leaves to large green leaves to, well, you see where the name the golden ash came from as these leaves start to turn yellow, and then, perception check.
22.
5.
27.
Well, somebody got a 5. So for that person, you see some yellow leaves. Oh, it's golden because it's the golden ash because the leaves turn yellow. But for the people who didn't roll a 5, it's not about the leaves. It's about the keys. Where I lived as a younger person, we called these helicopters. They are, so there's a stem, and coming off from the stem is a flat, broad, tear-shaped plant fruit seed thing. It's got a thin, papery, long end and an oval shape at one end, where the oval shape is dense and has the seed part. And that long end is able to, because it's flat and papery, fly on the wind for a very long distance. So we call them helicopters. They're officially called keys. But the people who aren't Borb, rolling a 5, notice that these aren't yellow because they're yellow. They're yellow because they're made out of the metal gold.
So
Yeah, and the reason they're called helicopters is because they spin when they fly through the air.
Mm-hmm.
So is this what they're talking about? He wants all these little helicopter key thingies?
So that's a yes.
Borb, you don't see it. You rolled a 5.
I know.
Yeah, it is. Let's start gathering as many as we can.
Gathering what?
1 for him, 2 for me. We found them. Come up. Look,
Okay.
there. And I start pointing them out to him.
Well, you
don't
can't
look like-
because one hand is held by Borb and one hand
I point out with my foot. Like I
Okay.
use my big
You kick
toe.
at it.
Just put me down so I can
Okay.
gather some.
You might want to be a little bit more specific when you make that wording, because Borb will just drop you.
Yes,
Put
you
me
will.
down. Put me down next to the branches, please. Next to those.
On top of the
on the
branches?
tree. Yes.
Borb,
Okay.
on top of the branches.
Okay, because Borb might have dropped him in the air next to the branches if he had not,
Yeah, that's why Adrien knows this. That's why Adrien was making sure he was more specific than just drop me.
yeah.
Otherwise, Featherfall will probably not save his life.
Nope. All right, Borb puts him down on the branches next to the what he points at. Oh, pretty.
The ash key.
Yeah, Adrien also helps him do that, and then he starts collecting all these keys.
Borb holds his bag open to him.
You put a cluster of 5 keys into the bag, and then reach out and put another cluster of 5 keys into the bag. How many minutes are you going to spend repeating this action?
Say about a half an hour, maybe?
I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking more like 3 hours.
After a half an hour, you've cleared out all of the keys in your visible vicinity.
And it's a bag of holding, so it's not really gonna... it's not gonna fill up too...
Well, let's go up further. See if we can find more.
Okay.
Using their same transportation technique from earlier, with Runt holding up both arms, they fly up to another area and again are able to, for a half an hour, collect all of these seeds, these helicopters, these keys from the golden ash.
I think
Perception
that
check
enough.
from everybody.
Uh-oh.
10.
That would be 15.
9.
You're all so engrossed in these golden keys that you're collecting that you don't notice. So I'll describe what happened. There was an intervention possibility, but I guess this happens. So up above you in the branches is a lady. She's blonde, human, and she's got a sword strapped to the belt at her waist.
Oh.
She's Skylar, and she's from the Gold Records. Her friends are probably going to be here soon, but not soon enough. She's on her hands and knees, clutching tightly to the tree branch as she also reaches out an arm to collect a key. With the bag of holding beside her, full of who knows how many keys, she's been here for who knows how long. But none of you hear the crack of the tree branch as 3 bugbears coming from the direction of the tree's central core walk out along this branch to her. She's kneeling on her arms and knees, reaching for these keys and isn't paying attention to the space behind her. 3 large bugbears are behind her, so she probably should have been paying attention. One of them whispers to the other 2, "You guys don't see this. Sorry, you failed your perception check." And
Even a 19 failed?
yeah, man. Lots of tree branches all around you. And you see as the one directs the other 2 to sneak up behind her. They both look at one another, a malicious grin in their eye, and then they both chop her on the back of the head in unison, knocking her out. Her body...
Or we don't
What?
see, because you said we see, but technically we don't see.
Yeah, you don't see. So you don't see as her body slumps and slides off of this branch. And now make a perception check with a much lower DC for falling Skylar.
Oh, 15.
19.
23.
Okay, yeah, you can see that her limp form is bouncing from one branch to another as she falls through these leaves and off these branches, and her bag remains on the branch above, and the 3 bugbears are, all of you can see this, that the 3 bugbears are laughing to one another and looking into the bag of holding at all of the gold.
Can I catch her?
Can you?
We're gonna have to probably have to do this together again.
While he catches...
This is a skill challenge,
Yep.
just to let you know. Because
Okay.
Skylar's going to fall to her death unless you do something about it. Now, the way skill challenges work is that there are usually like a certain number of passes and a certain number of fails. I've got a DC for a difficulty check for the skill challenge in front of me. All of you are supposed to roll a skill that you think you can pass this DC with. Heads up, don't roll for something you've got a negative with. Use your abilities to pass this skill challenge and save Skylar, the falling lady.
I'm gonna do a a acrobatic flip in the air to try to like jump up, flip around and catch her. And I rolled a 19.
Okay, you definitely did that. Here's the thing about level 16 skill challenges, though. A 19 doesn't pass.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to put that down under the fail category. So you try to jump. You reach, and your arm clasps only leaves as she falls right past you.
Get her!
Yeah. Borb's going to jump off the branch and dive straight at her falling body, his wings extended.
What skill are you using?
What skill would I use? Just physically diving through the air right now. That's a good question.
Nah, you could use athletics.
Good. I guess athletics is going to have to work. Fortunately, that's my 17 does not do anything. Crap.
Gosh, you guys. It doesn't work.
No.
You dive for her and you miss. You collide headlong with a branch and you get a branch to the face, Mr. Minotaur.
Ow.
Adrien, what do you do with your skill challenge?
Well, I gotta change what I was gonna do because of these guys' flub-ups.
2 fails in a row. I didn't think she was going to die from this, you guys. That wasn't my goal.
Seeing this, Adrien is going to dive, tucking his wings up to, I guess, the sides to go into a dive to catch her. Using acrobatics. That's going to be a 21.
Meet it to beat it. That passes, as you're able to catch her and stop her fall. Now, the skill challenge isn't over, you guys. You've still got Adrien and the lady falling together, and the 2 bugbears above you. Adrien, you've caught her, but you might not have arrested your fall.
Oh, I have a leaf on the wind. I'm good.
What's that?
That is slow fall.
Okay, so you're falling slowly. Sure.
Yeah, I can also use it to glide along the air to move 5 feet in any horizontal direction.
Okay.
All right.
But this is a skill challenge, and if you fail it, these bugbears will attack you.
I'm going to reach out and try to grab the 2 of them.
The problem's more about the bugbears above you now, who have noticed you, because you've all made so much noise with your 2 failures. And the bugbears are making... Runt, if you could demonstrate the sounds that the bugbears are making to one another. They see you down there, and they see you save this lady. She's now slow falling with Adrien.
Okay.
She's slow falling.
And if you pass this skill challenge, they won't murder you.
So
Borb,
what's the...
what are you doing?
What Borb does best. If we already got the woman, I'm going to try to... I guess I could try to grab the 2 of them and pull them to the branch, or I could go after the bugbears. I'm going to try to catch the 2 of them.
Yeah, he's not super saved the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to use an athletics check to try to reach out and... Well, that's much better. 24.
Okay, as Adrien slow falls, you're able to anchor yourself to your branch with one hand, and with your other strong Minotaur arm, reach out to the slow falling Adrien and Skylar, and stop their progress. So now it's like a chain of the 3 of you. The unconscious Skylar, Adrien, who's holding on to her and stopping her from plummeting, and Borb, who's got you secured to the tree. Runt, it's your turn. There's 3 angry bugbears a few feet above you.
They're a few feet above me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, does it look like I can... There's no way I can tell who's in charge between these knuckleheads, right?
You actually can, because the one directed the other 2 to take action.
The one that directed the other 2, pulling out my needles and throwing them at him?
Yeah, and they look familiar.
They look familiar?
Mm-hmm. You would say that the one that directed the other 2, you remember his name is Rally.
Ha ha! You brother. He gets angry. He gets visibly pissed. He is furious. You guys have never seen Runt mad or angry before. He's just like, ah! And throws these 2 whispering needles right at Rally. And they're both conjoined to a rope, so they're going to fly around him to try to constrict him.
All right. What skill check do you... Again, you can't use a skill that you've already used.
Oh, okay. I'm going to try to sleight of hand it. So where I'm yelling and screaming at them, I'm yelling and screaming at them. It's the other hand that I'm just kind of throwing the... I'm just kind of like throw them behind my back to distract them. Kind of like look over here, look what my other hand is doing.
All right.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can sleight of hand that.
Sure.
17?
That fails. So because you got their attention, they just notice all of you, both arms, and see it coming. Rally ducks, and your needle passes over his head and starts to fall behind him. I think we're back to Adrien.
Okay.
Adrien, you caught the lady, Borb caught you, and you're now neither plummeting nor moving at all.
I let her go, seeing that Borb has her, and I shoot straight up. Now I'm going to use stealth to hide myself from those bugbears so I can sneak up behind them and kick them off the branch.
Oh, let's see your stealth check.
That is going to be a 34.
No one sees the old man coming. You've got Rally, and then in front of him, the two, Tubby and Alpha. Which of the three do you kick off the branch?
The three? There's three of them up there?
Yeah, three bugbears.
Two of the ones that are closest to the edge.
We've got Alpha, the biggest of the three and the meanest, 3 times the size of Runt and the others, and Tubby, Runt's brother. Sadistic, stout, vile werebear. Never met a small creature he didn't want to eat. So he's putting a key in his mouth, tasting the gold, holding the bag.
And now falling to his death.
Oh, as Adrien punts Tubby off the branch, the bag of golden keys goes with him as they go down, 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 down.
Yeah, I'm going to try to catch the bag of golden keys. I don't care about the bugbear.
We're back to you, Borb.
Yeah.
We're out of the skill challenge. You guys have ended this. So where we leave this off is that Borb is holding Skylar and is secured to the branch. No one's falling. And that Runt has just thrown a needle around Rally but missed because Rally ducked. And that Adrien kicked Tubby off the branch. And he's falling, including his bag of golden keys collected by Skylar. All right, we're out of combat. Everybody can now free act.
I say we're about to get back into combat, so...
Borb was going to grab the keys? Try to grab the keys, he said?
Never mind. I can't, without putting her down, I can't grab the keys, so...
Okay.
Alright.
Well, Adrian's going to continue kicking them off the branches.
Make a stealth check to see if you're still hidden after that attack.
34?
Yeah.
You zoomed past them so fast they didn't see where you went in the bushy leaves.
Actually, you get disadvantage after you attack while you're stealthed, so...
Oh, okay.
Roll a second stealth.
25.
Perception check from them, because they might pass a 20... Nope. Yep, that happened.
Okay, I'm going to put her down on a branch and fly up. How far above me is are the bugbears?
You fly real far. I'm going to say you can get to them.
Okay. Do I have to use my full movement, or do I have to use a partial?
Full movement.
Okay, I get up to the branch up where the two of them are.
Mm-hmm. You see Rally is holding his hands to his face, reacting to the fact that seconds ago his brother just got punted off the branch. And Tubby, sadistic, stout, vile werebear, never met a small creature he didn't want to eat, has not really changed his facial expression. He's still angry.
But
he's been angry the whole time.
Go away.
While falling, because he's the one that...
Oh, wait, yeah, Tubby's fallen. Alpha is 3 times the size of the others, and he just looks dopey and dumb. He's just mean with no intelligence back there. Yep, no, Rally's falling off.
Right, let's do this. I just used my full movement, so I can't go do anything yet, so...
Yep.
Next.
we're not in initiative, so if you guys want to free act, you can. If you
Okay.
want to talk to one another, if you want to, whatever you want to do.
Well, then I'm kicking the other guy off.
Yeah, you were hidden. Go ahead and make another stealth check.
That is going to be a 30.
Did not see you coming. Very narrow tree branch. That's one less alpha. Runt, your other brother plummets past you. First rally, and now alpha. Because tree branch combat is basically like, did you fall off?
Oh,
Can you fly?
should I roll another stealth to see if I hide again?
Yes, with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay. Lowest one is a 22.
Let's roll for the remaining brother. He's starting to get scared. He's never been alone before. He's had his brothers his whole life. Now what he has is the crashing of branches beneath him.
I'm grabbing the last one by the scruff of his,
Yep,
by whatever
you can do
his
that.
outfit is he's wearing, and I'm going to make an
Runt, what does Rally wear?
He's got like a bunch of discarded clothes that he has found, like he cobbled together like human clothes. So it's a bunch of patchwork
Good. That means I have
clothes,
some.
like full shirts that were stitched together to make a shirt for him.
Yeah. I'll be right back. If you could describe Alpha,
Yep.
Tubby, and Rally.
Well, the other two are dead anyway.
You're killing my brothers. That's my job.
You attacked them, so I mean, what else was I supposed to do?
Alpha is huge. He's 3 times the size of me, and I'm 7'2". Yeah, and he's got his knuckles taped up like he's a street brawler. And he has like a necklace of teeth that presumably do not belong to him in any way, shape, or form. And he's got a belt that's made out of skulls of various creatures he's killed and eaten. Yeah. Some of them may be gnomish.
And now he's approximately 1 inch thick.
He's 1 inch thick.
He was compressed into 1 inch as he hit the ground.
Jesus. Well, that was Alpha. And who's left?
Rally is standing on the branch. He's the smartest, the brains of the three. He's calculated, he's careful, and he uses his gift of magic with a dark sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah. He's essentially a spellcaster. He's a sorcerer. So he's kind of just wearing a robe and just has a skull he has a skull hanging from his hip, like from a rope, and a bunch of potion bottles. And, he has a scar going across his nose that like kind of like a C shape. So it goes across his nose, but up his eye like that. I remember it well because I gave it to him.
He is the brains of the group. Well, he's about to... Well, Borb grabs him by the scruff of his robe's neck collar, lifts him up. I guess I had to make an athletics check, right?
Nah.
And holds him over the edge of the branch that they're on currently. You want to join your friends?
He's pretty smart. He knows that he doesn't want to join his friends.
You'd be doing me a favor if you killed him.
Oh my gosh.
You just complained that I killed 2 of them.
High five.
Do any of those potions heal?
They're stink bombs, fart bombs, and explosions.
Again with the farts.
He says he uses his gift of magic with a dark sense of humor, so I can't imagine that. Some of them are
about
labeled
right.
fart bombs, but they're actually explosions.
I see.
He's not a nice guy.
Open hand.
No.
Oh gosh, you dropped him?
Yeah.
Oh, and okay. I didn't expect this episode to end in murder. As Rally plummets down. Now, Runt, you can see that Rally, your brother, is falling from above you through the tree branches. What do you do?
I go to catch him because I want to do this.
Okay, you catch him.
Yeah.
He looks at you, super relieved that you caught him, and he's like, Runt! Runt!
I punch him right in the face.
He's punched in the face.
And I take out my braided staff, say the command word, and I tie him up.
Okay, he's tied up.
Yep, and it tightens around him. Let me just look at it. Let's see. He has to make a DC of 15 to escape. But I'm also going to sit on him.
Oh, okay. And your other two brothers are plummeting through the branches. Do you care about that?
Well, I tied him up. Am I able to get the other two brothers?
They're plummeting through the branches. You'd have to dive after them, and you'd probably need your friend's help because you don't fly.
I don't fly. Yeah, good point. I can't do anything about getting them, but I've got the important one at the moment.
You could tell your friends to do it.
I could. Get them. They don't deserve to die. Not that easy.
And by the way, they're now very unconscious after having smacked and bounced off of several branches on their way down. So it's a long way down.
Does the bag land on any of the branches going down?
Yeah, the bag is wedged into a Y shape between two branches, and Tubby and Alpha are both very knocked out from having fallen down quite a ways. Their pace has been slowed by the branches they've bounced off of.
Come on, we get them.
While you guys are getting them, I'm going to break Rally's hands.
Whoa, Rally's hands are broken. All right.
Breaking his fingers. I know he has magical abilities, and I want to make sure that take away any ability for him to cast.
He cannot cast spells. Noted.
Well, anything that involves moving hands. But
yeah, that would stop most spellcasters. All right, Adrien and Borb, do you catch Alpha and Tubby?
Yes.
Seeing as Adrien kicked both of them off, he's going to roll a D100. High, he goes after one. Low, no.
Okay.
Adrien retrieves the bag.
Uh-oh, Adrian's being defiant. He's got some old guy stubbornness. Borb, one of them just keeps falling.
Borb will try to catch the other one and just slow it down so it lands on a branch.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You've got, again, a very long distance to think about this because you are way up off the ground. Clouds are passing underneath you in this sky tree. Yeah, all right, so you've got 3 unconscious bugbears.
I say, and I'm going to go over to the unconscious lady and just kind of slap her or wink her up a bit.
She wakes up.
Hi.
Oh gosh, it's a bugbear.
Not all bugbears look alike. I know how this looks. I am not my brothers. They are knocked out. These are my friends. We saved you from my brothers.
Show her tattoo.
I show her the fire-breathing kitten's tattoo I have on my arm.
Ah, okay. She's a gold record. She's very aware of who the fire-breathing kittens are.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me apprehend my brothers, even though you were just an unconscious girl. But you did good. Being an unconscious girl.
She tries to nod, but that hurts. So she's like, my head. Ow. She's got a sword at her waist, and you can tell that she's pretty strong, but 2 bugbear karate chops to the back of the skull is not something that most people, would remain conscious after. So it's no testament to her strength or otherwise that, she got surprised and ambushed and pushed off a branch. So she rubs her aching head.
Did we find her bag?
Yeah, actually, Adrien retrieved it. Adrien, did you let everybody else know you retrieved it? Because you're pretty stealthy. Why don't you roll a stealth check there? And everybody else, please roll a perception check to see if, while that was all going down, you noticed this.
I don't notice it.
18.
It's a 26.
Yeah, you beat the hell out of my 18.
So, Adrien, what do you respond?
It fell. I couldn't find it.
Oh, and where is it physically?
It's in his backpack.
Okay, so one bag inside another. Don't know where that went. Yeah, man.
Be glad it's not a bag of holding.
I mean, what is she going to do? Oh, is it a bag of holding, the bag that you have?
No.
Okay, good. All right, you've got a normal bag around a bag of holding. Okay, good.
I now have a bag of holding.
Yeah, it has 100,000 gold of keys in it
Nice.
that only Adrien gets as a bonus. Because when you just pull gold off of trees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Money grows on trees.
It does in this case.
Yes, it does.
Why were you up here alone?
Skylar says, I wasn't alone. I have really good swords, so I was able to cut through that fence. My friends will be here any moment, I'm sure. Hector, Saul, and Yin. You know, the other gold records that I travel around with.
How long have you been up here alone?
Her head hurts.
Oh, okay.
I wonder why.
I'm gonna go to Rally and slap him a wink.
He's awake. His fingers are broken. He screams.
Now you're afraid.
He's never been helpless before as a sorcerer, but without his ability to cast his spells with his fingers, he has fear in his eyes towards you, his brother, Runt.
You could have done so much good. You could have been a force of good. You a fire-breathing kitten. You could have been one of us, but no. You chose to pull the wings off of fairies. You chose to torture animals. How are we related?
Well, when your mom and dad got together...
Hold on, you take notes. Do you have pictures?
Well, now that you mention it...
I wanted you to live long enough for me to say, I beat you. I broke you. And you won't bother anyone anymore, ever again. And I take my bow staff to his head.
And he's unconscious again. He might not remember that.
How we get these down from Mount Tree?
Didn't you want these guys dead?
In response to that, I kick Rally off.
Holy cow! All right. Hey, whatever you want, man. Rally plummets to the ground and smushes into a flat pancake.
So we're doing this?
You could have arrested him. Hey, whatever floats your boat. So...
Oh no, he's angry. He's very pissed off. Like, he's not thinking right.
Okay. All right, how do you guys react to Runt killing his brother Rally?
I push Alpha off.
Adrien is so susceptible to influence.
I wanted to do that.
Oh, I thought we were having a bonding moment.
We bonded. It's okay.
Might as well send Tubby to join them.
Wait, so Borb, did you push
Yes.
the other one? Tubby? Oh gosh, Borb! Wow! Alright, I guess some murders were committed today. So Skylar is very unconscious. Whether or not she is, she's pretending to be. She's like, so out. Oh, my head.
So earlier we could have defended ourselves saying that was self-defense. But no, that actually was just straight up murder.
Indeed, but Skylar saw nothing. She's like, I'm ahead, and she just puts her hand on the branch. She's like, nope.
She's smart.
What? Okay, I'm gonna close it up there. Our heroes have collected 100,000 gold keys, which takes you guys quite a while. The snakes have eaten your brothers.
Hey, there goes the evidence.
Yep, they're now snake food. And Runt is an only child. When our heroes leave the Sky Tree, they see Hector, Saul, and Yin, Gold Records members, coming to meet the still unconscious Skylar, who had gotten here first. She refuses to wake up. She's just totally... she sees nothing. What do you guys do as you see her 3 party members with Gold Records tattoos?
We tell them what happened.
How much? What exactly do you tell them?
She was attacked by 3 bugbears, and we fought them off and defeated them and saved their friend.
We also lost the bag.
Oh, wow. Hector the healer touches Skylar's head, and she wakes up so suddenly. It's amazing. And she's like, yeah, they're totally, that happened. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys saved me. Good job, fire-breathing kittens.
I pat her on the head.
It hurts. She goes, ow.
There.
Yep, thank you guys for saving me.
All the bad bugbears are gone and won't bother you anymore.
I'm gonna just roll this dice for no particular reason, you guys.
Oh, God.
Yep. She nods. And then she closes her eyes in pain. She's like, ow, yeah. Yep, thank you so much for saving me.
You are welcome.
And she will never say that anything else happened because of the dice roll that I just made. So that's what she says, too.
We're in the clear, guys. Woohoo!
Okay,
And
so
she's like, this is a rough day.
when we're out of sight, did you find bag?
No.
Yeah. I'm going to make an insight check, and I'm going to use my newest piece of equipment to do it, too. My character pulls
roll
out...
a deception check. So are you guys waiting until after Hector, Saul, and Yin have taken Skylar and moved towards the tree?
Yes.
Okay, so they're climbing the tree. They fly right over the snakes, and they start ascending into the squirrel and eagle-filled golden ash tree, which, by the way, its leaves, it's looking not so good now. It's looking like brown.
Because we picked it so
No, the tree's growing out of season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And the leaves are falling down to the ground, and the keys are raining down with the leaves. Borb, do your insight check.
Borb pulls out a round black ball that he collected his last time we were doing this session.
Yes.
And shakes it. Did he really have the...
So please tell me about that round black ball.
It's an item that I received last time. It's a magic 8 ball that gives me an advantage on insight check.
Yep. And Adrien, what do you say to him when he asks you if you have the bag?
I say no.
And with an advantage on insight, Borb, what do you roll? And roll a deception check, Adrien.
Well, my wings give me advantage on deception. So...
Yeah, good luck. I just rolled a nat 20.
My first one was... My second one was a nat 20.
What are your modifiers?
Oh.
What's your deception modifier, Adrien? And what's your insight modifier, Borb?
0.
He beat me because I have a -1.
Borb, that bag is just gone. You don't know where it went.
All right.
And that ends this adventure of the fire-breathing kittens. Everybody, you get 33, whatever 1/3 of 100,000 gold is.
33,000.
For the golden keys that you collected. And Adrien, you get 100,000 additional. Joining us this time on the fire-breathing kittens adventures were Runt.
Hello.
Who killed his brothers today. Didn't see that coming.
With help.
Thought there'd be some kind of emotional... Well, all right, and Adrien.
Shh. Don't tell anyone.
And Borb.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Howdy, listeners. I'm Chris, the friendly neighborhood keeper from Untitled Dice Game, here to tell you about our actual play Monster of the Week podcast. It features a group of hunters with strange talents who've been recruited by a secretive government agency to fight monsters. Each week, we release a new episode packed with improvised humor, horror, and enough bad decisions to derail a train. Find us at untitleddicegame.com or search us out wherever you listen to podcasts.
Go back to a time where life was simpler, where you could leave your doors unlocked. A time of block parties, bobby socks, and soda jerks. A time to gather around the radio and listen to your favorite sitcom before there was television. So come back with me in an old-time radio comedy time machine.
Ear Travel Adventures is here to serve as a free-form platform for interviews with interesting guests and short creative stories inspired by adventures and travel. Get a taste of someplace on your bucket list to travel to or discover something new from a community here to your ears. Life is a journey. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the ride. Once a week. Ear Travel Adventures. What's your ETA?
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. That's right, you can curl up with a good book based on one of our podcast episodes. The authors do a really great job of adapting them into fun novels. And did you know that we have webcomics? Look for the adventures of Fire Breathing Kittens on webtoons.com. We also have official merchandise on redbubble.com. Yes, that's right. You really can own a notepad with the Fire Breathing Kitten logo on the front. Or one of your favorite characters. Go to redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Adrien, and more.